Greetings, world. Welcome. You are now tuned in to drdorinashine's podcast. We're so grateful that you're here with us today. I want to take this time to speak to you about comparison being the thief of joy. You know, when we compare ourselves to others, we tend to do a disservice to ourselves. You know, I've done this video several times today, but I had to get this message actually out to the masses because I wanted to just make sure that the Most High recognizes that I'm doing my part. Now, there are times in life where we compare ourselves, and I can go back to a time in my life where I recognized that I was in all city variety shows. I was with the Pentecostal choirs, and I held solos with hundreds of people vocally behind me, worked with some of the top name individuals in my community. And one thing I've recognized that I had always done was compared myself to Whitney Houston. I wanted to make sure that I practiced to sound quality, clarity, transparent, falsetto, ear range, vocal range. I wanted to have that powerful hit. When I did that, it wasn't to compare myself to her as a human more than it was to just practice my vocal talents, right? So it hit me hard when I heard that she had passed many years ago. I couldn't believe it because the comparison then became, wow, thank God that's not my story. And I started to critique myself. I started to become passionate about who I was. So I realized that the true comparison was within me. And it was amazing because in today's society, I would love to see the vocal clarity of what Whitney Houston could do in 2026 versus what she did in 1990s. Okay? But I also feel that a lot of times it's about the blueprint within us. You know, the comparison, we can't even compete, let alone compare. So the comparison is enveloped within us, the style, the passion. Because when you have to awaken to do something you love, and you have to do it with under intoxication or under the influence, that's not your passion. You may have been blessed enough to have all the familiar faces and familiar abilities around you, but is that a blessing or is that a curse? Because I guarantee you, hindsight, Whitney Elizabeth Houston, if she had been able to turn around and look at her life at the time, and she saw it all go down and was able to come back, I don't believe she would come back as Whitney Elizabeth Houston. Not in the sense of the word that we know her to be today. So comparing someone else is a thief of joy for you. And I need to get this out because I have been working diligently on listening to the Most High download these messages to me. Missing a person and needing a person are two different things. When you miss them, you can go back into your archive and remember a time. You can remember the good times, the difficult times, the challenging times. But one thing about genuine, passionate success, I'm not talking about the success that can leave us drained, depleted, humiliated, and scarred. I'm talking about the God felt passion of success that we have come to this planet to perform. Success will never leave you, it will not devour you, it will force you to try harder. And that is within the realms of who you are. Because you know what you tell yourself. You, as co creators, manifestors of your destiny, along with the higher vibrational power of the source of your understanding, your God of your understanding already knows what your heart desires. It is there that the passion is fulfilled. It is there that the passion is motivated for you. And when you realize that you're no longer under that influence of comparison, you begin to live your life. So as I learned how to be mentored under the concepts and, the influence of Whitney Houston and the style that she performed, it helps us become better at what it is we do. Sometimes you may listen to your favorite podcaster, you may listen to your favorite author or your favorite vocalist, and you may want to project that. And it starts to be seen in the way you produce yourself, When we need someone, it becomes a harsher penalty to us. For example, I was in a relationship with a man that I literally had to tell that he was my addiction. And I needed. And when you begin to need like that, the real true concepts of the individual comes out, because that person who is needed may not even care to be needed that harsh. So instead of me being the master of my own destiny, I decided that I was going to puppet master someone else to create my happiness for me. And it fell through like a big hole in the roof. I mean, ridiculous. But what I learned to do was take that, alchemize the energy of the need, and I fell in love with myself, y'all. Literally fell in love with self, because I was the one that I was looking for. But I'm thinking it's the love of this person. I think of Whitney Houston and all the millions of people that she entertained in life. But she was the invisible party that was not present at the Oscars. She was the invisible party that was manipulated to the degree where when she got up to sing, everyone was coming for her, but she was the invisible party, entertaining everyone. That's like a dichotomy. It's like not even possible, but it is. Because when you realize that the love and the passion and the zest and the zeal is within you, now you have more control over the need of what you will do when you show up. That's the reason why towards the end she stopped caring, because it was too much for a human being to even carry, let alone get up, use energy to sing, to dance, to look beautiful, to decorate, to be a mother, to be a wife, to be a soulstress singer. Is so much. But the power behind everything is exclusive. And in this exclusivity, we find that the need is within us. And if we just reach in and dare to believe in who we are, we're going to find momentum that is going to challenge us to where we will then at points be able to miss the relationship or the future of another person who's no longer available, but we will not become grief, guilt, remorse driven, because we're living in our own destiny. So that's what's going on with the cycle of influence that's surrounding us. We're going to see that life is going to give us a pair of scissors to cut the cord of things no longer serving us. Yes, we're going to miss those things. Yes, there are going to be times that success is going to say, if you had stayed with this person, maybe this would have happened, or maybe that would have happened, or maybe, the individual wouldn't have turned out this way or that way. We never know. The only thing we can do is really be genuinely real with ourselves. And that's what this video message is for today. So if you found this inspiring, if you found this helpful, share it, give it a thumbs up, and put down in the comment box below, comparison will never steal my joy. Because when you realize that, and you realize it's being done, you're going to be able to kind of put a rein on that. You're going to be able to hold it back, harness it, to use it for fuel to alchemize some new things in your life. Now, if you haven't gotten anything out of this far, and you need to come back another day in time, so that way you might be able to find something that will resonate with what you're dealing with, because success is going to continue challenging us to be more, to experience that vibration of success that makes us who we're going to become. So don't ever give up. We love you all. We thank you all for being here. Dr. Dorina Shine is signing off, and we'll see you next time. Also, if you want a one-on-one, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Google knows it. That is the only official way to get in touch with me. So if you would like a book, Dr. Dorina Shine's quote of inspirational, Dr. Dorina Shine's book of inspirational quotes and wisdom, go to any of the sites that are secure online, and you'll find my audiobook or ebook, and you can download it for your pleasure. All right, peace. See you next time.